Hello everyone, hello, hope you're doing okay, Roberto here, for a bit of a special one actually, yeah, so normally every year, those you don't know, you might know, but I usually sort of try and review a sort of special Easter egg for Easter really, it's usually been the Hotel Chocolate ones, it's about like £30 to get any one of the eggs, and to be honest with you, nowadays it doesn't seem that expensive nowadays. A lot of the eggs are about £13, it's only about twice as much as what those are really. It used to be quite a big indulgent thing when Easter eggs were about £10 each, but yeah, I don't know, I'm sure the Hotel Chocolate ones are still £30. But anyway, so last week, Egg on the channel came up and was mentioned about these Layers eggs, and Layers is a company. Hello there, Egg. Good to see you. Speaking of which, speaking of the devil, hope you're doing okay, Egg. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah. So you were mentioning last week, weren't you, about these Layers eggs, and I hadn't heard of them at all, and so I thought, well, I wanted something special and indulgent for Easter really to review. And yes, this is it. I just need to mention your name, don't I? And then you'll go up here. Yes. Good to see you, Egg. How are you doing, by the way? Did you buy any eggs yourself, by the way, Egg? I assume your name's not from the fact that you love Easter eggs, is it? Is it just a... but anyway, yeah, I hope you're doing okay. Good to see you, by the way. And thank you so much for these recommendations. They look such indulgent eggs. And I must say, the company in mind, I'm not sponsored by them. I bought these out of my own money. They're quite expensive eggs, not massively big ones. They're basically about £19 each, £18.95 or something like that. I bought 3 of them. Went crazy really. I've been going crazy this year for Easter eggs, to be honest with you. It's been a bit crazy, but there we go. So I got 3 of them. Egg sort of recommended the I don't think they had them themselves, but the was it sticky toffee pudding one, wasn't it? And I saw if there was loads of others actually. And there's even more there. You kind of have to go to the website really and then look at what they've got and then really phone them up. I think I was lucky and was able to order them online, but they're all handmade, this, that and the other, and obviously they don't want to get too many orders because they can't fulfill them all. Stuff like this. It's a small company. They're not sponsored me in any way. Hopefully, hopefully I like them and hopefully I won't. I mean, I think they've won awards and stuff like that. I don't think my reviews are going to bomb the company or anything like that by any means. But there we go. But obviously one of those. So just as mentioned, I've not been sponsored by them. I bought these out of my own money. They have no idea I'm doing this review. All this, that and the other, so there we go basically. Now we'll be gifting some memberships later on as well on the channel, so we'll see how that goes as well. I think I've got 5 left to gift. I think I get 10 every month. I'm sure I've got 5 left. Let's have at least I do. So I'll do them halfway through basically. I'll do them a bit later on if I can get rid of the thing there. There we go. Yes, perfect timing. Yeah. I was unsure what pre-order meant. So yeah, it wasn't that clear as out of stock. Well, this is it. The website's useless basically. Other than the images, which are really good, the website is basically useless. I don't know what it's called, but if you look for Layers chocolate, they do different things. They've got other stuff coming in the end of May apparently. Don't know what those are. I didn't see them last year. I'm assuming they have different things. Probably variants of the same thing, but not in Easter egg form. But yeah, it's very confusing, the website. It changes even after you're there. So I was looking at them last weekend after you mentioned them, and there was one I was going to order and it just disappeared. It was a tiramisu one, and it just disappeared. It just went as I was looking at it. I think I refreshed the screen or something. I couldn't find him. I was like, where is it? And sometimes eggs are there 1 minute, then they're gone, then they're back again. The website's pretty terrible. So really, I would view it as more of a way of looking, previewing what you're going to get, and then you can phone them. I think phoning them is the idea basically. But I was lucky and was able to. I think they were just there to buy. I don't think it was pre-order. I think I just bought them. I can't recall now though. To be honest with you, maybe they were pre-order, but basically, yeah, the long story short is they dispatched them before the 14th, I think it is, so maybe the 15th. So I think basically you've got probably till this Monday to get your orders in, basically. So there we go. So we'll see. Yeah, the eggs are completely different now. Yeah, they've got they had a Bakewell tart one when I looked on last, and it had loads more different ones. The Biscoff one had changed from a white chocolate one to a milk chocolate one. So yeah, they're all handmade. It's obviously what they've got in at the time. So it does reflect that really, and I think it's probably fair enough. I imagine they probably can't fulfill a ridiculous amount of orders if people order a lot online. So that's probably why they're very careful what they put online and whether it's available to buy and stuff like that, I imagine. So, so I think phoning them is basically the way to do it. Now, I did get 3 of them. I must say, they come in these... they came very well bubble wrapped. I must say, they're individually bubble wrapped, so you can see them here. We'll open. I don't know which one this is. I don't know if I'll know which one it is till I open it. But they're individually bubble wrapped like this, and then they come in a big box, and they're all bubble wrapped around that as well. So definitely well protected. There we go. So let's give this one a bit of an open, shall we? If we can. Right. I do have a. I wanted to show how they came arrived. Really. Maybe I should have just opened them a bit more. There we go. All right. So I'll attempt to open this. Excuse the noise. Might drive some people mad. I don't know. Very well wrapped though, as I say. Okay. We've got one. I don't know, so we'll just do them as we get to them. As I say, so here we go. So doesn't really tell you what it is. Now it'd be nice if it did. I love popping bubble wrap. It's a very big bubble wrap. This one, you know. So yeah, I don't know. So I get quite a lot of these ones. Well, see if we can pop it. Okay, it doesn't seem to. It's very well. Okay, it's not popping at all. Oh, there you go. Okay, all right. There we go. It's quite loud pops those actually. But there we are. So here we go. Layers there. The original layered egg. It says award-winning handmade chocolates. So there we go. So these like yeah, no, it seems quite nice really. So it doesn't. It's got stuff on the bottom. Got some allergen. Sticky toffee pudding. So there we go, egg. So maybe should we leave that one till later, egg? What do you think? Should we leave that one till last to keep you in suspense? Ooh, there we go. Ooh, maybe. Well, we'll do. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do one of the others. Well, what do you reckon, egg? Am I being horrible to you by keeping you in suspense? The problem as well, egg, today is it's a lovely day outside in the UK. It's not quite as nice as it was last week, but you know, so a lot of people basically won't be here that normally would be, I think, is the gist of it. So it could be just quite an intimate one here, but I think there are a few people watching. So Layers Munchies topped brownie Easter egg we got as well. There we go, got that one. I don't mind the order, up to you. Okay, yes. I'll get them all out first. We'll see what we got. And I think the one I got was a pistachio, because I thought pistachio is the flavour of the month, isn't it, at the moment? So I think I ordered the pistachio one. I did want to get one other one, I think. But I think I had to draw the line. Now, they're not a standard weightage either. I think on the channel, did I get pistachio? Lay's pistachio brownie Easter egg. All right, so yeah, we've got a few. I'll tell you what now. I'll tell you what, we won't leave in suspense. We'll do the sticky toffee pudding one first. Why not? To be honest with you, they all look very nice. So there we go. Yes, there we are. So we've got a nice label on this. So what does it say? What does it say? It's like a lot. It's all the ingredients, really. It's the gist of it. So there we go. I don't think I'll go through all of them, but obviously it's there if you want to look at it later on. But it's got a lot in it. Golden syrup, natural vanilla, what's it, flavouring? Golden syrup, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Lots of stuff. Can't see anything too ridiculous in there, but there we go. So that's all the stuff in there. So as I say, I'm trying to see if there's anything. Products is mainly kitchen that handles peanuts. Okay, tree nuts and other stuff. All right, so very aware of all that stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to look to see if there's anything that's, you know, of interest to mention specifically, but I can't see anything too specific. How much does the egg weigh? Well, should I? Well, basically, long story short is they don't tell you what it actually weighs. I'll get my scales. I'll just get my scale. Won't be a second. I'll just get them, and then it's a good point because I didn't want to do this actually, because basically they say it weighs between this and this. I think it's random because it's handmade and it's not to a specific recipe as such. You know, it's not gonna be the same every time basically. But they did say it said it was between quite a big weight differences, like something like between, I don't know. I'm just making this up, but let's just say 220 grams to 450 grams or something like that. I imagine cake is quite heavy. Yeah, this is it. I think it just because some of them they load with biscuits and things. Some of them have loaded bits on. But as I say, they're not. I think they're not quite. You know, they're not sort of like a standard. It could depend basically on who makes it and stuff like that. So we'll see whether it's any good or not. So as I say, we've got an image of this one. Let's find the. This is what it should look like. So let's see if I can I throw this in. See if this works. There you go. So this is what this one should look like. Look at that. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's have a look. Have I got? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So that's what this one should look like. So of course, it looks very big and massive. It's not a massive egg though in itself. Expectation versus reality. I know this is it. We'll see how it looks. So we'll see. So I mean, obviously, you know, it is handmade, this, that, and the other. But will it be that ridiculously thick? I would love to stop, but I'm currently at Five Guys up in Merry Hill. So hope you're good to see you, Shuri. Hope you're having a great stream, sir. Oh, no worries, Shuri. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for turning up even so regardless. And yeah, let me know how you get on with Five Guys. I've still never had one. Yeah, good to see you, Shuri, though, by the way. Say hello to, is it Sophie, your girlfriend, if she's there? Or if you're on your own, well, whoever you're with. Anyway, say hello to them. And thanks for turning up, Shuri. Yeah, I hope it's good. I know, I mean, I find it difficult that it can go to, even if it's half as good as what it looks like on their egg, surely it must be okay. Now, I do have a separate camera here, so there we go. So, got a separate camera there. Whether it's big enough or not, I don't know. I just thought maybe, I've got the scales there, perhaps we could put on as well. It's one of those. I love Five Guys, just a bit expensive. Yeah, I heard they're famous for giving you more chips than you order, aren't they? Apparently, but apparently someone weighed them, and if you actually weigh them, it's actually less than what you're meant to get, even though they like throw a load in the bag and all this that, and the other. But yeah, I've never had one. I would like one. I ordered one once from Deliveroo. I mean, it never arrived, and basically, I never and they never gave me any compensation or anything, and just refunded me, and it was a really poor experience actually. So basically, I just never did it again, and I've never been to one of the restaurants, just never done it. Yeah, I'd like to try at some point though. It is on my list. All right, so let's see. Without further ado, so yeah, the bit of damage there on the box there. I don't know if it's worth. It doesn't really matter. I'll be very fussy there, but there we go. So yeah. All right, so see if we can get this into this. Can I even get into it? Is it sealed? Oh, bit of a screw top maybe. Okay, wow. Goodness me. Okay, I'm trying not to. Woo. Goodness, right? Okay. That was it. That wasn't expected. All right, so we've got loads of stuff in here. I don't know what all this is. It's not edible. It's like popcorn in a way, sort of. But it's like papery bits. Delicious contents inside. It says. So I'm not sure about this. I don't know if that's effective. I think it's wrapped. All right, so we've got a load of stuff here. I think it's wrapped inside in plastic. It was literally, it was pretty much. All right, so we got all this shenanigans. Okay, so they are well packaged. I mean, if nothing else, it's very well packaged. I mean, we can't. I mean, there's all the bubble wrap and all this stuff, the shredded paper or whatever it is. I didn't know this would be in it. I've not opened it now, so I've got nowhere to put all this stuff. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. So I'll just emphasise this for the first one. So that's where we've got to at the moment. So it is got plastic wrapper in there. So I think we can just pull it out potentially. I'll put the other camera on so you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of right. Just so I can't quite. I don't want to. Well, okay, it's coming out. Okay, and all the bits are falling out. Okay, so there we go. Wow, so there we are. Look at that. So it does look. It looks clearly to be two halves. Like the two halves are definitely separate by the looks of it. If you can see the seam, some kind of extra bubble wrap around here as well. It's interesting. So it's very well packaged, I must say. Oh yeah, goodness me, this is it's so messy. There's a bit of bubble wrap at the bottom as well, so you can see it's really well wrapped actually. I don't think you have to worry about anything about this being damaged in the post, unless Royal Mail just go crazy or whoever delivers it. But you know, it's yeah, really nicely packaged I think, and that's pretty good, that to say the least. And here's the egg itself, as I say. Yes. Hi Andrew, good to see you. Hi Andrew, yes, it's sticky toffee pudding. I think, oh there you go, Egg's already answered. Yes, thank you Egg. Yes. Sticky toffee, yes, this is what Egg recommended last week. Yes, very excited. So I'll say really well packaged. It's going to be a bit, well, it feels quite heavy actually, I must say. It does feel very heavy. Can't believe it's been more than a year to do the Melt East. I know, that's ridiculous, that Melt one. That was 70, was it £70? Really disappointing one, that one. Really disappointing. I'm going to have to move all this bits of paper now because it's on my plate and everywhere. So, all right. Okay. Need to throw over the fence for this to break. I know it's going to be it does feel hefty, I must say. It does feel hefty. It has a heft to it. It's got a nice bow on the top. Yeah, I think from that point, that doesn't look too bad, does it? You know, I can't quite. Yeah, it's obviously the. But you can see there, it's pretty much spot on, actually, isn't it? I mean, of course, they are just voting one they've made. It's kind of a shame that the design seems to only go halfway. I mean, that's just me being very picky. But you can see it's obviously clearly been, it's half, you know, half this is a bit designed and half that's been designed and stuck together. The design isn't coherent, but you know, that's me being very picky. Hello and good afternoon. Good to see you, Scotty. How are you doing today? Are you at home today, Scotty? Or are you out and about? How's things going? And any Easter antics going on where you are? Yeah, good to see you, Scotty. Good to see you as well, Andrew, by the way, and of course, Egg. And Shorty from before. So let's give this a bit of an open. I'm sorry I'm labouring this a bit. I'm just trying to give you the experience. All right. So I'll let's see. Should I wait with the plastic? I don't know. Let's see if I can get into this bow as well now. I'm trying to undo this bow, whatever it is. So I'm not the best at undoing knots. Yeah, definitely in two parts. I mean, it's not a problem. It's in two parts, is it? It's to be expected, and it's me being very. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I'm just being very picky there. I just like it when it doesn't look like it's two halves stuck together in all my chocolate, you know. So that's something, but it's very minor. No, I can't get into this. Goodness me. Now, this is one problem when you when you want to do the whole unboxing experience. But as I say, now I do have a knife. Maybe I should get some scissors. I don't know. As I say, you certainly can't complain about the packaging here. Day off home today. Picked up the Aero coconut. Have you seen it? I had a look. I went around basically, you know, a few shops. Alan mentioned that he'd seen the Yorkie brownie in Co-op. I went to Co-op, the one nearest to me anyway, and it wasn't there. And I've not seen the Aero coconut either. So yeah, where do you get it from, Scotty? Anywhere? I mean, I think they've just not filtered through to where I am, basically. I think I might get the scissors for this. Let me just get some scissors. I'm almost there, but let's not chance it. All right. Won't be a second. Just. Alright, so yeah, my scissors have disappeared. So I do have a knife to cut this, but my scissors have disappeared, so I don't know where they've gone. I mean, it's ridiculous. It probably could be anywhere. Right, let's see if I can cut it without killing myself with this knife. Maybe I just need to get into the plastic. I don't know. I can't get into it very easily. There we go. Okay. Alright. We cut the plastic. It's a nice bow, but it was stopping me getting in there. Now I need chocolate this week. I had mystery Pringles. Oh yes, I saw your comment on that one. Did I? Yeah, I did reply. Yes. Interesting one, that one. Yes, you thought it was like. What did you think it was? Because I'll just get it wrong if I say. I thought it was like. I was hoping it was some kind of mushroom, spicy mushroom, fiery something or other flavoured. But I was just being, you know, I don't know. I don't think it was particularly. It tasted very nice. I did really like it actually. Scotty was thinking it might just be a typical Italian flavour like spicy meatball or something, which he probably was right, to be honest with you. I think Yorkie brownies in Morrison's now in Singapore. I went to Morrison's as well. No joy there either. The Aero coconut is currently just in newsagents like Premier, I think. Oh, right. Pizza with the only brownie in Manchester, funnily enough, in the corner shop, the Aero Premier store. Premier, right. I need to. Hopefully, I'll see the Rocky salted caramel as well. Goodness me, done all right there, Scott. I've not seen any of these. I need to. Yeah, I need to hopefully get hold of these ones. Yeah. All right. Let's see how much it weighs then, shall we? Goodness me, after Premier. And do I have a Premier near me? Maybe, I don't know. It was tomatoey, spicy, pickly flavour. Yeah, I think that sums it up actually. Yeah, that definitely sums it up. Yeah, maybe a salsa. It was that way inclined, wasn't it? I think it was definitely Italian orientated rather than Mario, if that makes sense. I know Mario's Italian, but you know what I mean. It wasn't like to do with the game. It wasn't like peach or mushroom or any of the other wild, wacky things that goes on in Mario. Yeah, I got to do a Premier right down the road. Well, get there quickly, Egg. Then see if you can get it. I'm sure I've got one somewhere. You know. All right, let's see how much this weighs. Then we've got it. Got the scales on. Let's have a look. This is the sticky toffee pudding one. It feels very hefty. A bit of roll off. Right, 362. That's pretty. That's not bad, you know. I mean, I think. Let's see. I think the. Let's have a look. I think. Well, I've got this Tesco. This Tesco own brand one, for instance, here. This is 280 grams. You know, so yeah, it's pretty hefty, and I'm sure like the big Incredible eggs are like 380 grams. That's with the bag of sweets as well. You know, I don't think the Yorkie brownie and biscuit will be too outstanding, to be honest. Doing brownie flavoured chocolate instead of brownie pieces isn't great. Yeah, it's actually hard. I didn't realise they'd done that actually. I thought, right, hopefully chopped biscuits will be nice. I didn't realise any of that actually. I thought they'd done brownie pieces in there. That is disappointing. There is a new Cadbury's Fizzy Cola. Okay, Cadbury's. Hang on, Cadbury's Fizzy Cola Australian bar in B&M, but not in stock. Yeah, I've not. I've been to B&M a few times. I've not seen anything as yet. So that'll be. I have to keep my eye out for those as well. There's so many things going on. So many things. All right, so 362 grams is what we've got. Let's see, and here we go. I'll just show you how it looks as well. Here we are. It really does feel very hefty. Oh, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a shame to break it. This one, but yeah, you can see at the bottom there that swirl. You know, it smells and looks very. I'm just going to take a photo of this as well while I, because I'm, you know, it's not like that. Well, you know, there's going to be more than ones, I guess, but I'll just take a quick photo of it because, of course, post it to wherever. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think we've got to do it. Hefty for the size. Yeah, this is it, and this is £19 basically. This, guys, but it is handmade. You know, this, that, and the other. I don't think it included postage. It is hefty. So what am I going to do? How am I going to break this, guys? You know, it's going to be crazy, isn't it? I haven't bought an Easter egg in years. That's surprising. I thought you bought some, Scotty. I thought you were an Easter egg person. Yeah. They are expensive, but I quite like the cheaper ones, actually. The £1.50, whatever they are now. just Freddos and stuff like that, you know, smarty ones. I actually quite enjoyed the brownie Yorkie brownie bar. The chocolate had a nice sweetness to it. Not usual one to buy Yorkies, right? I usually want to buy Yorkies. Yeah, I quite like Yorkies generally, actually. I'm excited for it. I think Andrew's right, though. It would have been nice if they had brownie pieces replacing the biscuit pieces. It seems a missed opportunity, that. You know, they often do that, though, Nestle. They just do, like, munchies whenever they've done them. All right, guys. Well, let's see if we can open it then. This is going to be very messy, I think. Let's. I'm just going to give it a. I'm just going to go for it. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'll make this a bit bigger so you can see what's going. All right, let's go. Okay. Woo. Wowza. Okay. Goodness me. Well, there you go. So it's. Well, this is difficult. How do you do this? I mean, you can see the chocolate's just come away. I'm gonna have to delve into it with my knife, I think. Goodness me. Okay. Oh, right, there we go. Okay, we got into it. Okay. So here's what we're up against. All right. So what do we think? Does it look like it does on the... I guess it does to an extent. Maybe slightly less golden. Looks like it's been a bit photoshopped. Obviously some bits here aren't filled, though. You know, I expected it to be filled all the way around, I think. I buy eggs like cream eggs, but not the full-size ones. Yeah, see, yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know about the full-size one, but obviously reviewing the channel, I have done, you know. Yeah, decent amount of cake. Are you right, though, actually, egg? Very much a big, thick amount of cake. You see the caramel there? Look at that. It is ridiculous. And let's try the other side. You can see, I think, basically, it's filled with the opposite ends of the seal. And that makes sense, doesn't it? When you're sealing it, you want a strong seal. So basically, the filling is at the opposite end. So that's what you've got, is the gist of it. And you can see it's quite thick there. Look at that. That is really thick. But it does mean you've got some bits that just don't have any. But that's how it's done. And it makes sense. Because it's quite thin as well, the covering. It's quite a thin covering now, I think you'd say, for the outside layer. Maybe it's fine that it's that thin, I don't know. Very messy, yes, I know. I did bring a cloth. I anticipated that. So how are we going to eat this? That's goodness me. I think what I will say, it would have been nice if this was a bit thicker. I get it that it's not, you know, and it's quite thick anyway, but it does seem quite thin. Okay, and obviously difficult one to eat generally. There you go. Okay, so let's give this one a bit of a taste. Let's see what it's like. Oh wow! It is just like. Goodness me, that is very nice. I mean, you can see the lovely thick caramel there. The lovely thick. I mean, I think, you know, it implies that it's layered all the way around it, and of course it isn't, and it makes sense. But you certainly definitely get a good amount there. It does taste. It does taste. It is literally sticky toffee pudding inside it. It's lovely. Goodness me, that's nice. You definitely want a good one there, Egg. Definitely. Seems to have cake at the front and the back. Yeah, clearly to keep the seal nice. It makes sense. It does make perfect sense because obviously you want the seal to be sealed properly. And I'm assuming, and you probably could do it, but you know what I mean. The caramel's thicker than the photo. It does a bit. I think you're right there. It's thick enough. Let's put it that way. I mean, obviously some of the bits are thicker than others, you know. But wow, and it goes presumably all the way to the other side as well. You can see it actually how far down it goes. So it is all the way to the end on both sides. Goodness me. I don't know how many calories are in this, but there's a lot. Let's just give a bit of the chocolate taste. The chocolate's very nice as well. Quite thin obviously there, but with the sticky toffee pudding and things, goodness me. Really nice. Looks more runny in the image. I'm kind of happy that it's not too runny, to be honest with you, because it's messy enough as it is. I mean, but it's runny enough, to be honest with you, and you do taste it, and it tastes as a nice, as I say, a nice, Goodness me. A nice toffee taste, actually. It really does taste like sticky toffee pudding. It doesn't taste like just like caramel. Because we can't want to eat all this, you know. First chocolate syndrome, things like that, of course, you know, the first one always tastes the best, you know, but... Yeah, well done, egg. This is you've outdone yourself recommending this one. It's very nice. It really does taste of a sticky toffee pudding. It's ridiculously indulgent. It does look, I'd say, enough like it does on the image as well. I'm happy with that, to be honest with you. So you can see the difference there. Goodness me, you can see there going down. You can see that it's just a big, thick layer of cake all the way down on both sides. And it feels solid enough, when I smashed it, when you think about it, it's not broken on all these sides when I gave it a big smash. Easter eggs are very much a UK thing. In Europe, there's Easter chocolate, smaller solid eggs. Yeah, a bit like a bit more like the Kinder sort of style ones, I guess. I'm just checking I've not got chocolate all over me. But yeah, goodness me, this is very nice indeed. Looks tasty. Wish I bought it. The website needs to be clearer. I think you can still potentially get one egg if you phone them. Essentially now, or no later than Monday, I think. Well, no late, not after Monday. I reckon you'll be able to get one. But the website is a mess. It's really for reference purposes only. If you give them a phone, I'm sure they could get one to you. You won't find a Cadbury or Nestle doing eggs with cake inside. And this is it. This is very, very unusual and very nice indeed. Goodness me, and very indulgent. It's just ridiculous. It's a lovely cake taste. It feels moist. It's got loads of caramel there as well. The cake does taste like it is basically sticky toffee pudding in an egg. It's not inspired by sticky toffee pudding. It's not something that's a bit like sticky toffee pudding. It is literally sticky toffee pudding inside it, and the caramel just wow. Yeah, it's very messy. It's just very messy, but it's very indulgent. You know what I mean? It was used by date. Cake does not last long in chocolates. Yes. Yeah, I know this is it. You have to. Well, this is it. I'm gonna have a work cut out, but I'll see what I can do. You seem to be enjoying it. Is it worth £19? Well, I don't know. It's handmade. When you consider though that the incredible eggs from Cadbury are £13, you know what I mean, which is basically an egg with an egg probably about the same size that weighs about 300 grams, which is less than this one, but it does have 80 grams worth of chocolate in a bag or something like that. But when I've weighed them on my channel, they've basically been about 300 grams. I'm sure that's the case. That's £13, only £5 less. This is handmade with, better ingredients, basically, isn't it? So it probably is worth £19, to be honest with you. I must say, I didn't think it would be. But when you consider how expensive, and as I say, that's just the Cadbury ones. If you look at like the Lindt Easter eggs, are they at £15, £16? The thing is, we're comparing it with things that aren't worth what they charge for those. So that is a thing. So really, if you're comparing it with other things that aren't worth the money you charge for them, then it definitely is worth £19. But when you think about it, they've handmade it. It's got pretty amazing ingredients actually, and it's very well put together. It's very well packaged. All this stuff, it's a very nice treat. I would say that normally with all these products, you think, well, they're just gift things. They're good as a gift. They have a lot of shortcomings, but as a gift, they hit the spot. A bit like that milk chocolate one. You know what I mean? If you gifted it someone, well, it's not very good at all. It was still a nice gift. Whereas this one is great, and I think would be a great gift as well. I think I must say, I'm very impressed. Is it worth £19? Yeah, I think I think you've got to compare it to other Easter eggs, haven't you? You've got to compare it to them as to whether it's worth it or not. And I think, and as I say, someone's been paid by the hour. I'm assuming it's not industrially made. I'm assuming it's made by hand. It says it's handmade. I don't know how. Obviously, handmade is one of those where there's different degrees of handmade, isn't there? But yeah, I think I'm impressed with it. To be honest with you, as an Easter egg, I am impressed. As I say, I think it is worth £19 actually. I think they've done a great job here. And as I say, I'm not sponsored by them. I bought this with my own money. I'm very impressed with it. I think it's really nice and indulgent. Yeah, is it really worth £19? Again, my short answer is probably yes, but but the long answer is yes, but only as I say, as an Easter something novel, handmade, unique. Not mass-produced. I think, to be honest with you, when you compare it to like that, as I say, that Milk Chocolate London one, which is £70 or something, which was pretty poor, and even the Hotel Chocolat ones, which are made en masse, I would imagine, and they charge £30 for those. I mean, yeah, I think this is worth it. Actually, I do think it's worth it. Must have so many calories, but it's worth. I know this is it. It must be ridiculous. But instead of all that, if you just have a bit of the chocolate here, it's quite thin. Can't be many in that, can there? Yeah, ridiculous. I don't know what the calories are. They don't give you them, I don't think. It must be quite a lot. Now I am pushing the boat out here because obviously you wouldn't normally have 3 of these. Goodness me, I've got 3 of them. Goodness me. What am I doing with 3 of them? I don't know. But anyway, got 3 of them. Oh dear. Yeah. I mean, wow. Really nice though. Really, really nice. I've got let's have a see. Let's just going to wipe the knife. Obviously, that is a problem. I came prepared. Right, okay, so there we go. Right, so yeah, so I'll bring in a new plate, so we'll do the next one. I mean, yeah, well done, Egg, there. Well done, notice. I mean, how did you find them out then, Egg? How did you find out about them? It's probably worth the price, so it's meant to be a once-a-year treat or you need... Yeah, this is it. I think the answer is yes, it is worth the price. I'm just trying to justify £19 on a chocolate thing, really. And it is difficult to say that it's worth it for that. But I think, based on all the other prices you pay for all the other things, based on the fact it's handmade, based on the fact it's really good quality ingredients, and it's so nice, yeah, I think, you know, I don't think you can go too far wrong with it. There we go. So, I think that was the image from last week, actually. Let's move that. Yes, there we go. Yes, I think for me, this one... Yeah, and as for marks, you know, it's lovely. It tastes just like, as I say, sticky toffee pudding. Lovely, thick cake and caramel. And the egg holds together very well. Quite thin chocolate on the outside, but yeah, it's got to be a 5 out of 5. That's really nice, that one. Really nice. And to be honest with you, I feel like after having this one, it's going to be very difficult to for the others to be any worse, to be honest with you, isn't it? Because, you know, they're just going to have this, you know... Don't know if they'll be any better, but I think I can't see them not being... 5 out of 5 themselves. They've got like brownie and stuff like that. Right, so I'm just trying to make room for this. All right. So let's try the... I think the one I was specifically interested in... Which was this one? Yeah, it was actually the Munchies one, to be honest with you. So we'll do that... yeah, we'll do this the Munchies one next. So let's have a look if we get the image for that one. The Munchies... sorry, the pistachio one next. Save the Munchies one to the last. There we go, it's got this pistachio on. This is the one we're reviewing now. So very similar. And inside it's brownie with pistachio cream. So pretty, yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, that's quite a decent amount of time. That much cake, quite filling. I know this is it. You certainly, I was going to say you do get your money's worth. I think you probably do actually. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. All right, so got this one here. So same old affair, I think. I can see there's been high up in list of the best chocolates of 2025. I know this is it. I know this is... I mean, is it cheating to include these? Because they are, you know, very different, are they, than the mass-produced ones? I'm not sure, but I can see them being very high as well, Andrew. Award-winning handmade chocolate. There we go. So we've got the original layered egg again. So this is the pistachio one this time. There's the ingredients and stuff like that there. All the things. So obviously, have a look. LayerStreets.com. At Layers Treats. Anything in there that's worth mentioning. Pistachio paste, 10%. Alright. Palm kernel it's got in there as well. Cocoa butter. So there you go. So obviously got some modified palm oil, it says there. So there's a few shenanigans in there. Obviously let me know. We won't go over it too much here because we're here all day, I think, with all the ingredients. But yeah, so soya pasteurized egg white. Alright. So we've got these shenanigans going on. It's going to have the jump scare again. Okay, there we go. Not so bad this time. But there we are. Right, such a mess, isn't it? Such a messy... I've got to be careful now where to put this. I'm going to try and fill the other... Oh, goodness me. I don't know. How do I... Oh, it's very... Well, I mean, to be fair, I can't complain about the amount of packaging and stuff like that. It's not a problem, is it? But it's just, you know... When you're not prepared for it, and obviously... Trying to do this live, it's difficult, but there we are. All right, so here we go. So similar thing going on. I'm going to launch a pistachio version of their Big Daddy chocolate bar. So I've still not had the Big Daddy one. I've been looking for it. Kept forgetting to check. I think I did see it once, but I never got it. Yes. Best before the 26th of the 4th, 2025. Last 2 weeks. That's pretty good. I didn't notice the egg. Where does it say that? Did it say? Oh, was that on the website? Was that on the bottom? I don't know if it's there, but that's a good amount. That. Is that in the top right? Yeah. It's good it lasts over Easter as well. For the pistachio one. It's smaller right in the top left. In the top right, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Up there. Let's zoom in. Good spot there, though, Egg. I can't see that even now. I'm assuming it's the same with the other one. Obviously, I can't really... Well, can I turn it upside down? Maybe. Might cause a ruckus. 30th of the 4th, that one. Right, so it's even longer. So you got plenty of time. So yeah, so it's a good question, Egg, and thank you for spotting that. You do last a long time, the race. You've not just got 2 days to eat them, whatever. You've got a very long time. So long enough anyway. Let's face it. All right, so let's try and get into this one. Then I'm just gonna let the bits fall. So again, well packaged. Let's see. Got papery bits everywhere. Alright, there we go. Bit of a nice bubble wrap necktie. So this one looks very similar on the outside to the other one. It's the same chocolate on the outside. It's not different. I think the other one, I think one of them is different anyway. Might be the brownie one, I'm not sure. We'll give this one we'll take it out, see if I can undo the what's it called? The bow again. Depending on how much cream this could be. I know, this is it. As I figured, I mean, yeah, it could be messy. It will be messy. It will be very messy, goodness me. Alright, let's see whether this one can I get into this. I'll tell you what, they do, these bows, whoever does the bow must be pretty, maybe that's the only machine part, maybe, I don't know. Goodness me. Yeah, unfortunately my scissors have gone walkabouts. They could be somewhere really obvious, but they might not be, so I can't just go and get them, unfortunately. Right, so as long as I can remove the bow enough to then get the knife in, should be okay. Alright, let me just put the other thing on so you can see what I'm doing. There we go, okay. So what do you reckon then, Egg? Do you think you will try and get that one for yourself, or do you think it's still too much? I mean, what do you reckon? I don't know. I'll say you might just have to phone them up and almost got it off there. Now yourself, Andrew, as well. Would you just prefer the £8 Morrison's one? The half-filled one there. I mean, that's not. Well, I would say that's still very good. It's still really nice. When you consider two of those, £16, not too much off this price. This is all handmade and stuff like that. I can't quite get the rest of it off, so I'll just jab in with the knife. Okay, so give this one away. The other, what was the one? 260. I can't remember now. Was it 260 grams or something like that? 265. See if we can weigh this one. It's on 0. There you go. You can see it's on 0. This one feels just as hefty. Wow, 409 is that? 409? Yes, 409. No, I'm looking. Yeah. This one's 409 grams. It's even heavier, this one. Goodness me. 409. When you think how many calories per 100 grams it would be. Goodness me. Alright, so it looks very similar to the other one. I think you'd definitely say, on the outside, clearly to this one on the bottom. It looks a bit more, obviously not there though, I guess, but everywhere else it does look a bit more. It does look a bit more. I think that's possibly luck. I'm not sure, but there are places where it does seem to continue over. That's quite nice. But yeah, going to be a very messy one again. This one, goodness me. 49 grams. Wow, I know this is it. It's a very. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm very impressed with these, and they did say it was. The weight can fluctuate on the eggs. It doesn't tell you a specific weight. This feels really hefty though. Goodness me. And it's not small. I mean, look, it's, it's not a small egg. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, goodness me. All right, let's give this one a go. I don't know if it's just going to go everywhere or not. Let's give it a smash. 3, 2, 1. No, it's not. It's not even a smash. It's got a bit of a dent in it, that's it. I think I'll wait till the next website restock and see what they have. Not sure it will be Easter eggs though. This is it. They'll probably do exactly the same thing, but just with a different, either a flat bar or something like that. So you won't miss out, I don't think. But as I say, I think you just, unless you don't want to phone them, of course. All right, so I'll just try smashing it one more time. Okay. All right. Oof. See, we got it. Oh, yes. Wow. So we got almost a clean break here. A bit of a snappage down there. But look at that. I mean, you can see how filled it is. Look, it is filled there. And we've got the other side here. Look at this. All this goodness. Wow. Goodness me. So there we go. So again, not quite as vivid as in the picture, but I think other than that, it still looks pretty much the part. Pretty much. There you go. Look at that. It's still hefty, as I say. Still a heavy 409 grams, whatever it was. Maybe smash it on the sides, so it splits to the smash it flat. That could be a good idea, actually, Andrew. Maybe I'll try that next time. Yeah, but it did seem to work, so I was quite lucky there. But yes. Oh, wait, never mind that way. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. It's probably a good point, actually. probably a good idea that to do it on the other side. But yeah, let's have a look and look at this. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh, that is, yeah. And again, I think it does look like it. They've obviously, you know, used some stylized, some, what's the word? Photoshop to make it a bit more saturated or whatever, or not. You know, they've obviously made it look great in the actual photos for the colours and things to make them more vivid and this, that, and the other. Or just had, you know, obviously professional stuff going on. In hand, it's a bit more of a duller green. It's a bit more of a, you know, well, don't know how to describe the green, but it's not as limey green. It's a bit more darker. But yeah, look at that. Goodness me. They've increased the vibrancy in the image. Yeah, that's the term I want. Increase the vibrancy. Yes, they certainly have. Which is, I guess it's fair. It does look a lot duller here, of course. You know, I do have studio lights on and things as well. But you know, it's probably fair enough. Decent amount of things again. Yes, is it? It certainly does live up to that. Let's give it a bit of a taste then. Goodness me. In fact, I might just take a photo of this. Got a perfect photo opportunity here. So this is it. So honestly, put that on Instagram something like this. But look at that. It looks amazing, that, doesn't it? It does look amazing. All right, let's we'll just move the out of the way a bit. Okay, let's give it a bit of a taste. So obviously you need to like pistachio for this, I imagine. It's one of those, but you know, there we go. Let's see. Mm. 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 Goodness me. Oh my god. Mm. Oh, that's very nice. Mm. Oh. Okay, I just need a moment. That's very, very nice indeed, that. Goodness me. That is really nice. Can we get back to the 5-star? I think we're going to. I mean, I'm not a massive... I do like pistachios and nuts things, but I don't go out my way for them, to be honest with you. But this is lovely. I mean, I must say, it's perhaps not as pistachios-like as you'd like. Strangely. You know, it doesn't taste massively of pistachio, but... It's a lovely cream texture on the brownie as well. The brownie's quite dry, I think, but with the pistachio cream, it really lifts it, and it just tastes really, really nice. Goodness me, it tastes really nice. That I think it's just the brownie and the cream, really nice, and obviously the chocolate quite thin like before. It's quite nice. It's a nice chocolate actually, but I didn't comment too much on it. It's not massively got a massive taste to it. It's not quite. It's just a nice chocolate. It's just a nice chocolate basically. I wouldn't say particularly creamy or particularly this or that. It just tastes a nice chocolate, and again, it's quite thin, so it doesn't you know, massively sort of stand out too much, but it does enough to sort of, you know, to do what it is it set out to do. Let's just cover the rest of it. I'm not a pistachio fan, but my sister loves it. Would be a good gift. I mean, it doesn't taste massively. I'm not a massive. I do eat pistachios every now and again, and all nuts and things, cashews and stuff like that. But I'm not a massive fan of them. But you're not getting a massive amount of pistachio here, despite the thickness of the cream and stuff like that. I'm not really getting much of a taste for it. It's more of just a cream consistency, really. To be honest with you. So that is one downside, you might say. If you're really wanting a pistachio taste, you might be slightly disappointed because it's not that massively pistachio-like, even despite all the green cream and stuff like that. I bet this pistachio is its point this year. It's certainly the flavour of the moment. Yes, this is why I bought it, really, to be honest with you, Andrew. I thought, well, I'll jump on that bandwagon. Why not? Yeah. So, yeah, I think you're right, though. It's going to be a popular one. And it's nice. It is nice, actually. It's just the cream and the brownie. It's just a really great combination. I guess the outer layer of the chocolate would be thicker than the inner layer. Yes, well, that is the outer layer, though, you see, Egg. I mean, you can see that's the outer layer there. It's quite thin, really. And even the inner layer is a bit thicker because it's obviously just covered in, I think. But it's still... I don't know. It's good enough. Doesn't need to be... I originally thought maybe it needs to be thicker. I think I'm happy with the thickness, to be honest with you. I think it just... It does what it needs to do well enough, and I think that's fine. Because you've got both halves as well, don't forget as well. So before I was thinking, it should be thicker, but because you've got the outside and the inside, I think it's actually fine to be as thick as it is. But yeah, let's give it another go. Let's just try this bit here. Mm. It's very nice. It's a nice, got more of the chocolate this time because there was less of the middle. It's actually quite a nice chocolate. It's reminds me of Galaxy actually. It does. It reminds me of Galaxy chocolate. It's a nice chocolate, and I like Galaxy chocolate. It's quite creamy. No, it does. It reminds me of Galaxy chocolate. It's a nice chocolate that actually. It's hard to taste when it's just quite a thin layer on its own. If you're tasting just this thin layer here. But yeah, wow, really nice this one. I'm just gonna have one more taste of the brownie part. That brownie is so nice. Apologies, it's a bit messy this one. Goodness me. Yeah, there is a bit of a nutty taste with the pistachio, but it's not too strong, as I say. But wow. Yeah, brownie and the cream together. Lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I can't not give it another 5 out of 5. I can't. It's 5 out of 5. It's glorious. It's so nice. So indulgent. Ridiculous. Yeah. And as I say, I don't think you have to like pistachios to like this one, really. It does have a bit of a nutty taste, as I say, but it's more the creaminess. You might be disappointed if you wanted a really strong pistachio taste. I'm not getting that, I must say. It's the only negative I can perhaps give this one. If you're a massive pistachio fan and you really want a massive, to get the pistachio hit that you would expect from the amount of cream, it's not even from the picture, it's from what you get, because it is accurate as to what you get, really. I don't think you particularly get a massive pistachio taste, but it's there, and it is a nutty taste. It's enough for me, I think, and I like it. Lovely. Absolutely lovely, this one. Absolutely lovely. Well, that's quite thin where the filling is. Yes, this is it. It is quite, yeah, but because you got the 2 layers, it's thick enough, I think. It works. I'm happy with it because you got the sort of the outer and the inner. It gives you enough. That's good then, yes. It's like Nutella for pistachio. Yeah, basically. I think that's a good description, That's a good description. Yeah. It gives you... You might just be expecting more of a pistachio hit, I think. But... So it's a hard one for me to say, because I'm not, like, for instance, Nutella, hazelnut. I'm not a massive hazelnut fan. Pistachio, I'm not a massive pistachio fan. But they both are good enough for me. But yeah, I think if you imagine a pistachio equivalent of Nutella, I think that's a pretty accurate description there. So if you imagine Nutella doesn't have a massive hazelnut taste, but it's just got a slight taste to it. It's a bit like that, really. Right, well, goodness me. Oof. Well, they were very nice indeed. They're so nice. I mean, lovely. Absolutely lovely. I think, and again, well worth, I think worth the price. I must say, worth the price. £19, but you're getting, over 400 grams here. No nonsense stuff. Really indulgent, not like anything you would have tasted in any other Easter eggs, particularly either. So yeah, definitely, really, really worth. Well, not really, worth, but definitely worth it. Well, yeah, you could add a really on top of that. I think maybe 2, because as I say, if you consider, Cadbury's Ultimate Eggs, whatever they're called, and the Incredible Eggs from Nestle, like £13 each or something, and some of the Lindor ones, like 15, are they 16? And this is only a few pounds more. So I must say, actually, yeah, we mentioned it before. I won't labour the point. Worth it, I think, and it's all handmade, this, that, and the other. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll let's see. Let's give some memberships. Let's have a look. Let's give some 5 memberships or so. Let's do it now. So basically, you've got to opt in for the memberships. If you click on the, I think it's the join button. It's back here on the screen. There you go. Wherever you are, whatever you're watching, I don't know. But if you click on the join button, you'll get some options. This has to. If you click on there, the settings or gifting or memberships or something like that, it gives you eventually you'll get to a toggle button that says allow membership gifting. So if you make sure that's on, then I can give you. So I'll give a few seconds for that. Yes. I'm not much of a nut person, but I like Nutella. Yeah, this is it, exactly. I think this is it. I think that's it. I'm not much of a nut person either, to be honest with you, Egg. £14 for a Cadbury Egg is disgrace. Yeah, I think it might be 13, but 14 is basically 14, isn't it? I can't see the setting on the PC. I am on my PC at the moment. I've got it. I've got like another. It should say next to, well, hopefully unsubscribe. But if it's subscribe, you're not subscribed. It should say join, and if you click on join, basically, then it'll give you like a sort of a window, and it says, and it has like 3 dots. If you look, yeah, near the X at the top, there's 3 dots basically. It's like, and if you click on the 3 dots, and I think you click on gift settings, and I think that's where you'll have it. Yeah. I see the join button of all the membership options. Yeah, so basically if you click on the join button, in the top right there's 3 dots next to the X, that's what it is. And if you click on there, it says gift settings, and then there's a toggle, basically. Yeah, that should be it. That should be it. Gift settings does not show up for you. All right, I see. I don't know why that is. Well, don't worry. Well, I don't know why that is, Egg. I don't know why that is. That's strange. It should be there. But I don't know why it is. It is there for me anyway. When I've just done it because I have another browser open to show me the chats in case I'm missing anything. So I'm sort of watching it live, you know, myself. But yeah, so it's there. If you click on join, the 3 dots, yeah, and then gift settings, and then it's like it says allow gifts, and there's a toggle button. But yeah, I don't know, but I can't explain why it's not there, unfortunately. That's a bit of a strange one, that one. But never mind. Maybe you just, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if you can find it, but obviously I'll have to gift them in a few minutes, or a minute or two. I'm off to Lidl tomorrow to get the caramelised biscuit egg and see if I can get the pistachio bar. Yeah, good luck. I've not seen that pistachio one yet. I've been in a couple of times, not seen it yet. But yeah, the caramelised biscuit egg. It's quite a subtle Biscoff taste, that one, to be honest with you, Andrew. It is a subtle one. But yeah, you know, I think the caramel one is probably the nicer one, but still, definitely worth getting. And £8 as well. £8.99 is it? Yeah, a bit strange. Yeah, I don't know why that is, Egg. Yeah, apologies for that. As I say, I can't control it really. It's just you know, something on YouTube settings really. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's give the memberships then. I'll have to yeah, see if you can. I'm sure you've been gifted a membership before now, though, Egg. I'm sure you've won one before. So maybe you just automatically opted in. I don't know really. Unless you're not signed in or something like that. Unless you're not signed in, maybe. But then you must be subscribed to be able to what's it called? Yeah, chat. All right, so let's give some memberships then. Never know, you might get one regardless. I'm sure you've won one in the past, as I say. But let's have a see. Who have we got? All right, Salman Farouz. Well done, Salman. Yes, good to see you. Poppycorn as well. Rick B, of course. Khaleesi B's back again. And Huffy as well. Huffy as well, of course, yes. Well done, congratulations. Yes, it's Salman Farouz. That's a new Farouz. That's a new person on the channel. Good to see you, Salman. Hope you're doing well. And yes, and Poppycorn as well. Poppy's a regular. And Rick B, of course, is very regular. And Khaleesi B, now he's regular. Yes, and Huffy. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. Yeah, great to have you aboard. Oh dear, yeah, so I'm sure you've had it before, Egg, I think. But yes, I'll see if I can find it for next time. Yeah, have a look. It's not that hidden away, but maybe, I don't know what browser you're using, maybe that changes it, I don't know. I was looking on Edge, I must say I was looking on Edge rather than Internet Explorer. Yeah, sorry, rather than Chrome, so I don't know if that's the difference. There might be a burger menu as well, you know, like the 3 horizontal bars, maybe. I'm not sure, it might just depend, yeah, unfortunately, but yeah. Have a check for next time, I guess. I say, well, if you want to, don't feel obliged. By the way, if you don't want to do it, it's fine. You know, I don't. It's one of those. I know some people don't want to do it, but right. Well, let's move this one aside. Let's go to the last one, then, shall we? Goodness me, if I can let's get the plates. All right. Where was it? Okay. All right. So the last one. The last one. So what's the last one? This is what I was looking forward to the most, to be honest. I must say. So we'll see. It is, so we can get the picture in. I mean, they all look amazing, but look at this. This is like the munchies. Well, it's not munchies. You do a munchies one, where it actually literally has munchies in it. But this one it's called munchies something or other, but it's not really munchies. It's just got basically the brownie munchies done right. So it's a munchies top brownie Easter egg. So I don't believe there's any munchies in there anyway. So it's 25th of the 4th again. It says 33.6%. I don't know what that means. And there's all the ingredients there. So obviously, if once I have a look into those, that's them all there. There's a lot more ingredients in this one actually than all the others. Look at that, goodness me. This product's are mainly kitchen handles, peanuts, and this and the other. Right, there's treats. All right. Wowzer. It's going to be hard not to eat all these, isn't it? I'm going to have to be very careful. I think I worked out why. What was it? Huffy, egg. What was it? I was looking at the chat before from the last person who got a membership. What was it? Yeah, let me know, because obviously I'll mention that next time if it's a problem that might occur. Interesting. Okay, right. Well, I'll get opening this one then. While let's have a look. Okay, I'll put the video capture on just so you can see if I'm. So this is the one, as I say, one I was most enamoured by, I must say. But the others have been very nice. I can't. This has basically got the brownie in as well, but it's got caramel in. So it has the caramel from the first one, the sticky toffee pudding, and it has crunchy biscuit pieces in. I wonder if it really does have munchies in. It might do. I don't think it does. I think it's inspired by munchies in this case. But there is one that literally has. If you go to layers, what's it called? Layers something or other. I don't know what it is. Anyway, if you type in Layers Easter eggs, it'll layerstreats.com. There you go. If you go there is one that literally does have munchies on the egg. It's like all on the front of it. Yeah, it's ridiculous, really. So there are ones out there that are like that. See if I can. Got all the. So we don't have the jump scare anymore. We've got past that now. So yeah. It's quite funny the way it literally almost was a jump scare before. I think it did actually make me jump. Okay, we have to tidy up this later on for sure. Again, you know, I just want to emphasise how well packaged they are and things like this. I'm very impressed, actually. I must say, I think they've handled everything pretty well. The only problem with them is the website's pretty poor. But I can imagine the reason for that is just because they can't have like 500 orders come in and they just don't have the people to do it. They've got to control what they do. So I think really you've probably got to be phoning them to get your order. But as I say, I was quite lucky and I was able to order it online. It seems to say 33.6% cocoa. But listed ingredient says milk chocolate contains 24% cocoa, 40% milk solids, which is the same as the chocolate in munchies. Interesting, that, interesting. Okay, yeah, well spotted there as well, by the way. I didn't keep it on very long. Yeah, so just another look for anyone who's... I can't see it very well, actually. You've got better eyesight than me. Yeah, well done. Yeah, I don't know what... yeah, I don't know what that 33.6 is then, to be honest with you. It must mean something, but I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can get this out then. It's got the same shenanigans going on. Bit of bubble wrap at the bottom again. I imagine they've just got a load of, well, I imagine they make them quite a few of these and they just have them all packaged and ready to go. Alright. Well, it must do. There must be a bit of a assembly line going on, but you know, obviously, it might just be a few people in the shop. Alright, so again, it looks a bit like this one. Again, a bit darker. You know, they've obviously, like Egg was saying before, they've glamorised the shots, but I can't remember, they've made them a bit more vivid, I think was the way Egg mentioned it. I think that sounds about right. It's got the got the security seal at the top like I can never get in. I've tried my best. But yeah, I must say this is the one. For me, with the crunchy pieces, all this and the other. But they all, as I said, they're all very nice. But yeah, the brownie is this has got brownie. And as I say, there is a munchy one in. They've done all sorts. There's a Biscoff one. There's bits of Biscoff. There's literally one with a cherry bakewell on the side, Andrew. You know, they've done now. Loads of glass cherries. There's a Turkish delight one, Andrew, that you'd probably like. Well, I think I'm getting into it. Look at this. I think I'm undoing it. Goodness me. All right, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I thought I was getting into it. Goodness me, it's like getting into Fort Knox. Well, it's not really, but you know. It's determined not to use the knife. Yes, there we go, got it off. Goodness me. Okay. The battle with the ribbon. I know. Must be tied well. It certainly was, yeah. I imagine you probably have a ribbon tying machine to do it. Maybe that's why. Now, typically, it's actually sealed now. This is the first time I've had to deal with this. It's actually sealed, so I'm going to have to use a knife anyway. Oh no, there you go, ripped apart. It's quite warm today, but it's not melted very, you know, with handling and things like this. So I'm pretty impressed with that, I must say. Pretty impressed. Let's just move some papery bits off there. All right, so we've got the old what's it called? Scales again. All right, is it turned on? You on now? Okay. So is that on 0? It looks to be on 0 to me. Let's give it a go. So it's starting to get a bit melty now. This one's been a bit damaged, this one. You can see the bits have been a bit damaged on one side. You know. It does smell quite nice, actually. Yeah. All right, let's give this one a bit of a weigh as well. What was the one to beat? 409. They're getting heavier. 449. Goodness me. I mean, goodness me. Oh, these are just, yeah, wow. We definitely wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess the original one with the I guess the sticky toffee pudding, I guess it's quite light, a sponge, you know, whereas a brownie is a bit more dense. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, 440 is almost, goodness me. Yeah, no, I'm very impressed, I must say. Good spot on this one, Egg. Well done for this. I must say you've done a good job there finding this out. How did you find, did you say, by the way, Egg? I don't know whether, unless it's your shop, maybe. I don't know. Oh dear. Well, I don't got the impression you've got your own chocolatier or whatever, but yes, all right. Obviously, yeah, it does. It feels heavy. Has a nice heft to it. I could try smash it the other way that Andrew mentioned. I don't know whether I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try because I think we got to explore these things. There's nearly 1/2 kilogram in weight. I think the sticky toffee pudding one was still 300 and something grams, but the 440 one is very heavy. Yeah, this is it. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, they probably, I don't know. It says the handmade. What, as I mentioned before, I don't know how handmade is. Whether it's like they just do the bit on the outside or something like that, you know. But obviously, yeah, I don't know. It can fluctuate, I guess, the weightage if they are properly handmade, and they must be really, mustn't they? You know. All right, well, let's try Andrew's method then. Let's do it to crack on the seam this time. So let's see if that helps out. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, well done, Andrew. Well done. That was definitely the way forward. Goodness me, look at this. I think it is literally got munchies inside it. So Andrew was recommended the best way to open it there, and it is, if you do crack it on that side, you literally do get a 1/2 egg there. Look at that. Goodness me, I'm going to have to take another photo, guys. Getting those sticky hands there. Luckily I've got a bit of a cloth. Oh, goodness me. Right, let's just give a bit of a photo. This one is melting a bit more than the others. I feel it's a bit, but it might be just because things are getting warmer now. You know, the lights have been on longer. It's getting later in the day, stuff like that. I've got chocolate everywhere, I think. It's going to be difficult to go, you know. I saw this guy ranks random Easter eggs in the like 30-second TikToks, but there's not much time, so it's normally just a number. Yeah, so did I give a rating to one? I did give it a 5, didn't I? Yeah, this is it. This is it. I mean, well, that's the thing with my channel. Some people like just instant things. My channel does go on a bit, you know, with the detail and stuff like that. Even this one, I've tried to be a bit more quicker than normal. But goodness me. Yeah, so you definitely get the detail in this one. But goodness, look at that. Look at that. The only problem with smashing what we've done, we've not got the, you know, what it looks like. I'm going to have to try and break it now. See if I can break up my hands. Can I do it? Oh, look at this. Goodness. You heard that crack then? Maybe you did. Wow. In fact, look at that. Oh my goodness. This is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Goodness me. Goodness me. I think we can say it pretty much looks like it. And there's not, I can't see big crunchy bits though on this one. But I think there are literal munchies in there. I'm trying to see if I can spot any. It's very hard to, it's hard to do. It's just so gooey. I might try in a minute and see. But there's definitely lumpy bits in there, which may or may not be munchies. But goodness. Goodness me. Goodness me. I'm lost for words almost, to be honest with you. Lost for words. Trying to... Hi, Alan. Yes, are you late to the party? You've missed some amazing things, Alan. Literally, you know... I mean, you've seen just what we're up against. This is the 3rd one of 3. But yeah, I'm doing well today. How are you doing? How are you doing, Alan? Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Alan. Yeah, but honestly, these are eggs recommended, the layered eggs from last week. Got 3 of them. Ridiculous. They're about £19 each, Alan. But this one was 450 grams. One of the others was 409. The other was 350, I think it was. You know, and compared to what the eggs you get normally, we're saying that they are good value for money. I think handmade, this, that, and the other. Goodness me! But look at this. This is the munchy brownie egg. I can't. Oh, wow! I mean, just look at that. Look at it. Goodness me! I might have to take a photo of this as well. For old time's sake, posterity's sake, I have to. Yes. Goodness me! Yeah, very nice indeed. Let's give it a go then. I think they might have munchies in there, as I say. I'm trying to see if I can find how to say the munchies. Well, maybe I can see if there's a taste of it. So let's give it a go. Goodness me. There's definitely a crunch in there. Strangely, it is really nice, but I think I might have been spoilt by the pistachio one. Actually, I feel like the cream works better than the caramel with the brownie. I think it's still really, 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 really nice, but I think maybe it needs more crunch. There's not enough there. Needs more crunch in this one. And the crunch tastes a bit a bit wafery, a bit sort of not soggy wafer, but not very crunchy. So yeah, this one, a bit disappointed by this one actually. I must say, it's still ridiculously indulgent, it's still nice. But the crunchy bits, as I say, they're a bit like, they remind me a bit of, it's not like this, but almost, not a million miles away from like the crunch on like a cornet on an ice cream. It's something like that, you know, it's not quite the crunch I was wanting. I wanted like a, maybe like sort of like if it had the equivalent, or whether it's the same, like it looks on the image there. Perhaps like Maltese, the inside of a Maltese or something like that, And that's not what I've got. Now it could be that this one's just been made slightly different than the other one because they are handmade and they're not probably consistent all the time. But you can see, you know, the things that are in it are quite, I don't know, they're just not really, the lumpy bits just aren't really sort of, yeah, this one, I say I was really looking forward to this one the most because it sounded just up my street really, and it still is. But it's not as good. Yeah, and the crunchy bits, as I say, seem a bit disappointing. So I'll just try another bit. You can see the brownie there and stuff like that. Yeah, the crunchy bits in this one. I said that I did get a massive crunchy bit then, but again, it doesn't feel crunchy. As I say, it's a bit. It's not like a honeycomb where it's got like a chew to it. It's not like Maltesers where it kind of, you know, melts in the mouth a bit and, you know, this on the other. It just tastes a bit, you bite it and it kind of just sort of disintegrates almost. It's a bit, gives you like a 1 second crunch, but that's it. So yeah, still ridiculously nice. The brownie's lovely as always. Caramel's nice. You know, but the caramel doesn't lift the brownie as much as that pistachio cream did. The pistachio cream, even though it's pistachio, still sort of didn't really, you know, just I don't know, didn't taste like pistachio as such. It just really sort of worked well with the brownie. It provided a moistness to it, but the caramel obviously isn't quite as, I guess, you know, creamy or as sort of moist, I guess, you know, as the other as that. So so while it's still indulgent, still nice, and still a lovely thing to have. Yeah, it's not quite as winning a combination. And so the crunchy bits as well, a bit disappointing really. I'd love to be able to show you what they actually are, but it's so difficult because of the all the ingredients. Here we go. I think this is as close as we're probably going to get. There you go. You can see there. So I don't know what that is. See if it focuses in a bit better. Will it focus? There you go. So that's the filling there, basically. So yeah. So yeah, not sure. Yeah, it's not a great biscuit piece, that, or whatever it is. You can see it's that way all the way through. It just tastes like crunch on the outside, but just really wafery soft, like a wafer that's, once it, you know, not gone off, but, you know, been left out. Like when the wafer's left out, it has like a, it's a bit like sort of, you know, floppy cardboard almost. You know, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean. If you have wafer that's not lost its crunch. It's like wafer that's got a bit of a crunch on the outside, but then on the inside it's just like a nothing, like as I say, a wafer that's not really got much of a crunch. So a bit disappointing. I think they definitely could use better ingredients for that. It could be anything almost, really, to be honest with you. I don't know what they've got there. It's not a great. I mean, I like my crunchy bits in my chocolate, very much so. So this, and for me not to, you know, to think this, it shows it's not a great ingredient, I'd say. So yeah, I'm not sure what they've done there. It's a bit of a shame. You know, maybe they've just. Maybe some people like it, I don't know, but to me, as I say, it doesn't work very well. Yes, sorry I'm missing this final egg, but I'll watch the live stream later if I miss it all. No worries. Well, to be honest with you, nearly got their egg, I think. Yeah, but this one, a bit disappointing, basically, is the long story short. Still really nice, still really indulgent. Doesn't quite look like it does on the picture, though, because I think the biscuit's not quite as light. If it was proper, decent biscuit, I think it would work. The caramel and the brownie work well together, but they don't quite work as well as the pistachio cream. It's still lovely indulgent though. The caramel's still really nice, I must say. So, but I think the wafery, the biscuity pieces are just really kind of a bit cheap tasting, to be honest with you. So it's still really indulgent. Can I really drop it down to 4 out of 5? I think they can detract from it quite a lot, to be honest with you. So I think I probably will say 4 out of 5 actually for this one. It's still really nice. It might be being a bit too extreme to say 4 out of 5, and it could be Lash Chocolate Syndrome where now I've had so many of them, you know, the novelty's gone a bit, but maybe. So you could say it's certainly closer to 4.5 than a 3.5, that's for sure. But those crunchy bits feel so cheap, really, to be honest with you. I feel like, you know, I can't really forgive them or give them the benefit of the doubt for that. So yeah, a bit of a shame, that one. I was looking forward to this one the most. This was the one I really wanted, actually. So maybe that's another reason why I'm more disappointed. I don't know. But as I say, the crunchy bits just are a bit disappointing. And if you just put munchies in there, just munchies, I think it would have worked better, you know. Yeah, so disappointing, that one. Disappointing. Not quite sure. Yeah, need a better crunch for that one, I think. So there we go. But there we are, guys. There we go. So that's the 3 of them. Yeah. So let me know what your favourite was if you're watching before, after, or anything like that. What you think? I mean, my favourite. I think my favourite possibly was the pistachio one. Maybe let's just do the pistachio versus the sticky toffee pudding. Let's have a see. Let's do a last hurrah then. Let's have a go to see what my favourite was. So here's the sticky toffee pudding one. So it does taste very much like a cake, you know. Treacly toffee cake. I think my camera's moved to the side a bit there because of when I did the hint back before. Very nice. Let's try the some of the pistachio again. Let's see. Yeah. It's a nice cream, actually. It's really nice. I think I like them. Very difficult. The pistachio one's a bit nutty. I was saying before the pistachio might not be strong enough, but I think it probably is strong enough, really. I think maybe the creme brulee one perhaps is my favourite, just because it's so cake-like. But the brownie one, yeah, the pistachio one, just with that brownie and cream combination is very nice as well. So it swings around about. I like them both a lot. I think they're both really top tier. And I think the munchies one, unfortunately, was just a bit below them. So, yeah. I don't know. For me, the winner, if I had to pick one, I think... it's really hard, actually. I think I'd go with the sticky toffee pudding. I think, we'll shout out to Egg as well for recommending these. And I think for the one that got me into these as well, and got Egg into them as well. But pistachio one, still very nice. Yeah, and as I say, even the munchy one's still really nice as well. It's just those biscuit pieces, the crunchy bits, just were noticeably I'd say pretty poor quality, really, and really dragged it down. But it's still nice, and I'm still going to enjoy it. Well, there we go, guys. That brings us to the end of it, really. I hope you enjoyed that. Very interesting one, this one. Really indulgent eggs. You know, value. I mean, I really would check out Layers. Was it Layers? Let's have a see. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. LaysTreats.com, I think it was. Let's see. You know, there we go. So yeah, let's say I don't know whether they do things all year round, not just for Easter. LaysTreats.com. I'm not sponsored by in any way. I bought this with my own money, but I would say for what you're paying for regular eggs these days, and they're nowhere near as indulgent as these. And they've got good sell-by dates on them as well, so it'll last you a long time. You don't have to eat them all in 1 or 2 days. Really nice, really indulgent. Yeah, very impressed, actually. Very impressed. And thanks again to Egg for recommending me these ones. So yeah, really nice indeed. So there we go. So that brings us to the end of this one. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favourite is. As I say, if you're watching before or after the event, or before the event, but during the event or after, leave a comment. Let me know what your favourite one was. It'd be interesting to know that as well. And if you've got experience with the Layers, what's your favourite Layers product? As I say, and if there's other ones out there as well that do a similar thing, let me know. It'd be great to know, actually. I'll try and explore more of them. Maybe next year this time now. I think I've got too many Easter eggs this year, but it'd be nice to know, so let me know. Yeah. Well, there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, Alan, for turning up, and Egg as well for all the recommendation, Egg. Thank you so much. And Andrew, of course, and Scotty also, and Shuri. Yeah, thank you so much for appearing. It's great to see you all, but really it's great to see you all. Thank you for all the support and the chats and the comments and this, that, and the other. And congratulations, yes, to Sama Farouz as well for the membership. Poppycorn again, Rick B again, Khaleesi B, and the Huffy as well. Yeah, well done to all of you there for your memberships as well. Hope you enjoy the content, and yes, and thank you for supporting the channel. And take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye for now, and happy Easter. Yeah, enjoy your weekend. Bye for now. Thank you very much, Alan. You enjoy it too, Alan, and let me know how things go with the chocolates as well. as I said, there's been a few sightings this week. I think Scotty was saying he'd got the Aero Coconut. I think Andrew mentioned he'd got one. I forgot which one Andrew mentioned he'd got now. And of course yourself with the Yorkies as well. Let me know. There's one other, I think, Scotty mentioned. I forgot it was now. But yeah, anyway, let me know. And keep your eyes on the. There's quite a lot going on at the moment. Quite a lot. All right, guys. Take care. Thanks so much. Bye for now. See ya.